Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful Tuesday, February 4th. Finn fears Steffy's paternity reaction, Carter's temptation out of control. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers for Tuesday, February 4th, reveal that John Finn Finnegan Tanner Novlan will try to process the Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada daughter confirmation he just got. The paternity test results proved that Poppy Nozawa Romy Park was lying, so now Finn has to figure out what he's going to do next. Of course, Finn will eventually start thinking about Steffy Forrester Jacqueline McInnes Wood and how she'll react to this stunning news. You can bet Finn will worry about this shocker blowing up his family, so he may decide to sit on the secret for a little while. That's especially true since Finn and Steffy will be celebrating their anniversary soon. We all know how much Finn hates hiding things from Steffy, but Finn might keep quiet and opt to enjoy the calm before the storm a bit longer. Meanwhile, Poppy may turn to Lee Finnegan Naomi Matsuda with some updates now that she knows Luna is missing from her old facility. Although Poppy knows Luna is still in the prison system, the officials refused to tell her where Luna went. Since Poppy will summon Lee to Il Giardino, that could give Poppy a chance to spill about missing Luna and all her concerns. Poppy may seek advice. So could Lee suggest going to all-powerful Bill Spencer Don Diamont for help getting answers? Whatever the case, Bill's cover-up is bound to fall apart eventually. B&B fans know Bill got Luna out on house arrest and that she's living under his roof, so it's just a matter of time until his actions come to light. At Forrester Creations, Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor will struggle as Daphne Rose Muriel Hillier intensifies her seduction efforts. We'll see Carter's temptation spiral out of control, but maybe an interruption could prove helpful. Daphne's going to bond with Zend Forrester Dominguez de Lon de Metz by midweek, so it's possible Zend will walk in on Daphne as she's getting too close for comfort with Carter. Regardless, Carter may not cross the line with Daphne just yet, but she'll definitely stick to the plan to seduce him away from Hope Logan Annika Noel and help the Forresters regain control of the company. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Steffy will be pleased with Daphne's progress and will make more positive predictions about their plan paying off. The Bold and the Beautiful, Tuesday, February 4th, a day of revelations and temptations. The sun rose over Los Angeles, casting a golden glow on the city, but within the walls of Forrester Creations, tension was palpable. February 4th had arrived, bringing with it a whirlwind of emotions, unexpected revelations, and dangerously close temptations. On this fateful Tuesday, the lives of the Forrester family and their friends were about to change in ways they could never have imagined. It would be a day when the past collided with the present, when secrets were laid bare, and when desires teetered on the edge of being too powerful to resist. Finn's fears, Steffy's paternity shock. Dr. John Finn Finnegan stood by the window in his office, looking out at the bustling city below, but his thoughts were a million miles away. The last few weeks had been a roller coaster of emotions, stepping into his new life with Steffy Forrester, learning about the unexpected pregnancy, and then realizing that he wasn't the only one who could be the father of her child. Liam Spencer, Steffy's ex-husband, had left his own mark on her heart and body, and now the paternity of her baby was in question. As Finn stared out the window, his mind raced with the possibilities. What if Steffy found out the truth? What if she had already known the fear gnawed at him? He had been with Steffy through thick and thin, supporting her when she needed him most, but the truth about her paternity decision threatened to tear them apart. Finn had always prided himself on his honesty, his integrity, but this time, he feared the truth might be too much for Steffy to bear. And that fear wasn't just about their relationship, it was about the future of the child they both cared about. Would she want him to be part of the baby's life if it turned out Liam was the father? Steffy's reaction to the news was something Finn dreaded. She was a woman who had been through so much, and Finn couldn't help but wonder if the knowledge of a double paternity could push her over the edge. Would she choose Liam, her first love, over him, the man who had been by her side during this tumultuous period? Finn's hands tightened into fists as the doubt crept in. He wasn't sure he could face that kind of rejection. But he also knew, deep down, that he needed to be there for her, no matter the outcome. Even if Steffy's reaction was heartbreaking, even if it shattered everything they had built, he couldn't walk away. Could he? Meanwhile, Steffy was facing her own inner turmoil. The conversation with Finn had been long and emotional, but now, as she looked at the ultrasound images, she too wondered about her choices. She had no doubt about the love she had for Finn, the stability he brought to her life, and the comfort of having him by her side. Yet, Liam was a part of her life, too, and the memories they shared as a family with their daughter Kelly were undeniable. The truth loomed large, and Steffy knew she couldn't hide from it forever. How would she handle Finn's inevitable questions when he found out? Would she be able to make the right decision? Carter's temptation, a dangerous game. Meanwhile, across town, another story was brewing, one that involved Carter Walton. For months now, Carter had been struggling with his growing attraction to Quinn Fuller, the very woman who had caused so much drama in the lives of the Forrester family. Carter had known from the start that pursuing Quinn was a dangerous path, but the temptation was hard to ignore. Her fiery passion, her unapologetic sensuality, everything about her called to him. He had tried to keep his distance, focusing on his work at Forrester Creations and his loyalty to his friends, but the pull of Quinn's allure was like a magnetic force, drawing him in. Today, Carter found himself standing in the Forrester office, staring at Quinn as she confidently walked through the door. The way she moved, the way her eyes sparkled with mischief, it was impossible to deny the attraction. Carter's heart raced as she approached him, and he couldn't help but notice the subtle smile that tugged at the corner of her lips. Was she aware of the effect she had on him? Did she know that his thoughts were constantly consumed with the idea of being with her? There was something intoxicating about her presence, something that made Carter forget all the reasons he shouldn't be pursuing this forbidden attraction. Quinn, too, was aware of the tension between them. She had never been one to shy away from temptation, and Carter was no exception. He was different from her past lovers. There was something about his vulnerability, his goodness, that appealed to her. But more than that, Carter seemed to understand her in ways that no one else did. He wasn't afraid of her complexity, her emotional depth, and that drew her in even more. She knew she was playing with fire, but the danger was part of the thrill. She couldn't resist him, and she didn't want to. The air between them crackled with unspoken desire, and Carter felt his resolve slipping. He had been strong for so long, telling himself that he was loyal to his friends and colleagues, but the temptation was growing stronger by the minute. Quinn moved closer, her voice soft and seductive. "Carter, we both know there's more between us than just professional respect," she said, her words hanging in the air like a challenge. Carter swallowed hard, his heart pounding in his chest. This was at the moment when he had to make a choice. Would he succumb to the temptation and risk everything, or would he pull away and protect his integrity? But as Quinn's hand brushed against his arm, he realized that the temptation was already consuming him. He had tried to resist for so long, but now, in this moment, it was impossible to ignore. The day that changed everything. Back at Forrester Creations, the tension between the characters reached a boiling point. Finn couldn't deny his feelings for Steffy, and Quinn and Carter were drawn to one another like moths to a flame. In the face of these mounting emotions and desires, each character had to confront their own truths. Would Steffy make the choice that was best for her future? Would Finn find the courage to face her reaction, no matter how devastating it might be, and would Carter and Quinn give in to temptation, risking everything they had built. As the day drew to a close, each character was left standing on the edge of a precipice, with no clear way forward. The decisions made on this fateful Tuesday would shape their futures and, perhaps, the futures of those around them. But for now, all they could do was wait and see what tomorrow would bring. The storm was coming, and no one was quite prepared for what lay ahead.